So we're going to start off. We'll just take a deep breath and exhale with a sigh. Oh, longer exhale than the breath in. And as we come into that first breath, let's bring our ground deeply into Gaia herself. Weave it in as far and as wide as you could possibly can, as if it is the root of a tree. So you extend out and down all the way to the core. If you can feel that within yourself, just feel that dropping all the way in. Take a breath and exhale, feeling that connection. We're going to open our awareness to our body right now. As you come up to your feet from your ground, feel each individual toe on your left foot. Feel each individual toe on your right foot. Feel the bones in your left foot. Feel the bones in your right foot. Come into your heel. Feel your heel of your left foot. Feel the heel of your right foot. Feel your left ankle. Feel your right ankle. Feel the encompassing of your skin around your lower leg on your left side and on your right side. Feel the muscles in your calf on your left side. Feel the muscles in your calf on your right side. Feel the left shin. Feel your right shin. Feel your left knee. Feel the kneecap itself, all the bones that make up your knee and your left knee. Feel your right knee. Feel it as if you're looking at it and feeling it from the inside at the same time. All of the bones that make up your knee on your right side. Feel your upper thigh bone on your left side, all the way from your hip to your knee. Feel that up and down. Feel your muscles in your left leg up and around that whole bone. Feel your right leg the same way. Let's get into our hip. Feel your hip into your pelvis connection. Feel the bones. Feel the muscles that surround them. Anything that comes up, make a mental note of that and come back to it later during a different meditation. Feel your left hip. Now go over to your right hip. Feeling all parts of it. Feel the tendons. Feel the connection. Feel it as if it was running. Feel it as you were sitting there. Experience that area with your consciousness. Feel your left kidney. Feel your right kidney. Feel the function of the blood flowing through each one of those. Feel your intestines as they, from the front of you, they spin clockwise. Feel the energy of that clockwise motion of your digestion happening. Feel the energy being taken in from the food that you have taken in throughout the days of the last few days. Feel the energy that your body is putting back into the waste as it's going into your intestines. Take a minute here and just feel this energy just breathing into your body and out of your body, moving, pulsating with the heartbeat, going into your bloodstream, filtering your bloodstream. Feel your liver on your right side. Feel a smile come over it as it's happy to do the work that it's doing for you. Feel your stomach in the same manner as it's happy. It's whole in itself. All of it is pure and whole, doing exactly as just the stomach needs to do. Each cell in your stomach, feel it. Feel it making the things that it needs to digest the food that comes down into it. Take a drink of water if you have water right now and feel that go into your stomach. This can help you isolate your stomach as an individual organ in your body. Feel it. Feel the coldness if your water's cold. Feel the warmth of your water if it's hot. Breathe life into it. Come up to your lungs. Feel your left lung. Feel the right lung. Breathe air into it. Expand. Breathe air out of it. Compress. Expand and compress. Come up to your thymus gland. Ask your thymus gland to fully activate now. There's a left and a right of your thymus gland. This controls so many functions of our body that we don't even know yet. But feel the energy of your body pulsating into it. Feel your heart now. Feel it beating, taking each breath and feeling the breath beat your heart with the breath. If you feel a sigh coming out of you, feel that beat with your heart. Blood coming in and out of you. Feel the left veins of your body. From the top of your head to the out your left arm down to your left leg. This is part of your heart. Your veins are part of your heart. Increase this field of energy now. Feel the right veins of your body from the top of your head to the right fingers all the way down to the toes of your feet. Feel that beating. Increase the energy of your heart now. Feel your throat, where your larynx is. Feel each strand of your larynx. Every breath of your life is humming these bars within you, always creating a sound. Even though imperceptible to your hearing, it is creating a sound. This is your life, breathing every minute of every day. Mm. Feel the connection at the top of your throat where it divides into your esophagus and your breathing tubes into your lungs. Swallow once to feel this motion of covering and uncovering is a form of protection for your throat and your stomach. Feel the back of your tongue and your full tongue in your mouth right now. If you feel inspired, touch the left side of your teeth with your tongue and move it around to the right side of your mouth with your tongue, filling each and individual tooth. Each tooth carries a harmonic resonance to a connection in your body. Feel this. It's connected electrically through your nervous system and through the veins that flow through your body. Feel this connection. Feel the left ear. Feel all of it. Feel inside. Feel the drum. Feel the outside of it as these large dishes that funnel the sound around you into your body. Feel your right ear now. Feel its connection to your throat. Feel your left eye now. Move it up and down, feeling itself. Even open your eyes, close your eyes, feel that movement. Feel your right eye, feel all the motions of it. Give it a smile as it is doing well. It is what you are well pleased with it because it takes in so much of the information that you are in this physical life, and it helps you interpret what you see as truth. It does its job well. Feel the left side of your brain right now. Feel it encompass your head. There's so many parts to it. Feel the brainstem in the back. Feel this connection to your right brain through the brainstem. Feel your right brain now. Now reach deep inside of your head and feel your pineal gland. Feel it opening to seeing in the darkness with your eyes closed. Feel it seeing into the brightness with your eyes open. Feel it as if it is a rear view camera. It's seeing behind you, seeing to the left of you, seeing in front of you, seeing to the right of you. Feel it reaching throughout time and space, guiding you to the truth. Feel its full connection to your entire nervous system because it takes all inputs from your body, from the top of your head to the tips of your feet. Feel your left arm now. Feel it bringing in information to your pineal gland. Feel your right arm bringing information into your pineal gland. Breathing in information and also giving out information at this time. Breathing it in, giving it out. Take that deep breath in and let it out with a sigh now. Oh, relax. As you drift deeper into your consciousness, feel into the surrounding around you. If you're sitting, feel the chair that you are sitting in. Feel its connection to your skin. It is part of you. It is part of your creation, who you are right now. You are creating the tension between each molecule, between your skin and the chair. You are creating that tension that gives you lift or rise above whatever you are sitting on. If you're standing, feel this in your feet, touching the ground, that your feet are co-mingling with the atoms below you on the floor or on the dirt, wherever you may be. Feel this connection. You are not separate from this. You are one. You are one. Feel into the environment around you. Everything you see or feel is part of you. Breathe this in. Take in the information of the things that are around you. Breathe it in. And give information back to the things that are around you. This is reciprocal. We are sharing ourselves with the environment around us as one. Now feel into the building or the surrounding area of yourself. Give it love. This building deserves love because it has created shelter for you. This is Source working for you, creating shelter. Feel into the land around you as this is creating a nurturing environment for you. Always nurturing, providing protection, providing nutrition. Always. It's providing the health. It's giving you the ability to heal from everything around you. Is that energy is flowing into you now. Always. Reciprocal. You are giving energy for others to heal around you, for the plants, for the animals, for the soil, for the air that you breathe. You are providing this healing. Reach as far as you have seen today. Imagine yourself looking out the window or looking out from wherever you were today. See as far as you can. This is you. Breathe this in. If you looked up into the sky and you saw the blueness, a cloud. Breathe this information into you. You are one with this, all of this. Let's take a deep breath into ourselves. Let's give a little bit of thanks to all of this, all of Source, who you are. You are all of Source, and everything around you is Source. Let's just give a bit of thanks and feel the joy that you are well pleased with how it is. It has provided you protection, healing, nutrition, everything that you possibly could need is in this environment. Breathe it in and let it out. As we take one more breath and let it out afterwards with a sigh. Feel your expanded state. Now we're going to call in our guides, our star family, the ascended masters, fairies, elementals, dragons, unicorns, and whoever you are working with. Feel them within your field, surrounding you, penetrating you, merging with you. They're always with you, waiting and wondering what you will ask them to do to help you with. They are here because they are part of you. They always have been a part of you. Feel their energy flowing within you, healing you, and you giving them information back from your experiences, from your emotions, from your trials, from your tribulations, anything that you've done. Feel this, breathe it out into them. They are desiring that from you also. We now ask that as we all gather together in this field of resonance together, that our fields be cleaned, cleared, harmonized, and balanced. Completely cleared, cleansed, and harmonized and balanced. All attachments, anything that is not of the Christ consciousness or higher, is let go right now. Let that go with a deep sigh. You are no longer needed. Thank you. Thank you. Anything residual, your guides and dragons, whoever you need, is here to take that from you at this moment in time. We are cleansed, cleared, and free. Now we take ourselves into the solar system. We gather ourselves at the sun, feeling the cleansing of the sun itself, connecting completely with every planet in our solar system. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, Pluto, and every single meteor, fragment of rocky planet, the Oort cloud. Feel yourself expanding into this, expanding all the way This is your heart center. Breathe into it. Breathe out into it. Taking it all in, feeling the warmth of the sun generating every bit of energy you need to be here within the material world. Feel the energy of each one of these planets as they hold a certain vibration. Let's bring in cleansing and clearing of this field, of every thought that we've had that isn't within alignment with Source, to these beings of light that are within our field. Let's expand again. We're going to expand it all the way into our galaxy, feeling into our star brothers and sisters who are expanded into this galaxy, who have gone ahead of us and explored many places we ourselves have also gone. Feel into these memories right now. Feel into all of the memories. Do not separate yourself. You are neutral. It doesn't matter what happened, here or there. Feel this neutrality expanding over this entire galaxy. You are whole. Let's expand again into the entire cosmos, expanding to feel yourself as every galaxy, every bit of empty space. This is you. You are the potential of a galaxy in the empty space. Feel this within yourself. And you are the potential of every galaxy within this space. As you bring yourself all the way out there, I want you to feel that you could bring all of this deep within your own body itself. Feeling the expansion of yourself within yourself. You are Source, and Source is within you always. Or whatever term you would like to use. It doesn't matter. And open your eyes. You are here. This is you. Thank you. We open this field to all who are coming into this limitless creators and those who are here now and who will join us later. With much love and appreciation, we are open. If anybody has anything that they brought through with them on this journey into this, um, we'll start with that, and then I have a few other things that we'll bring in afterwards.
Yeah, I appreciate the drop in and the expansion. That was really nice. Um, I think it's really great to have different yeah, just ways to drop in and different frequencies, and I find a lot of value in that. So thanks, appreciate you, brother. The moon too, something I'll name too. The moon has been a common theme. Maldek has come through a couple times actually, fairly recently, and we don't get to talk about Maldek and um, the crystalline heart has been something we've been talking about, heart resonance field, specifically within our community. And some more recent things came through yesterday during a session on fully anchoring the crystalline heart, the crystalline spine, and that heart resonance field that we've been building together as a community, which has been very, very powerful. And of course, our group telepathy, which has been, still a work in progress, but something that we've been consciously engaging more as a community. So I wanted to name that. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn, for affirming all those things within our field for sure. Like it is difficult to like sometimes like think of where we are now comparatively to like what we were before and like still taking some of that stuff away from our human ego to like open up ourselves to the like the higher dimensions of like telepathy and the like new things that are coming online for so many people right now within this world for sure. And like definitely bringing in like the frequencies of our crystalline body is like very important. Like I think that's why like my guides wanted me to open us up to like letting ourselves know that our heart is more than just our heart. It's our entire bodily system with the veins flowing through it. That each vein in your body, I feel, has uh, like brain activity within it, and it communicates to your heart more than the nervous system does. But also, your nervous system is intertwined around a lot of your blood vessels, and it has the same flow. And like um, I feel like it gives a lot of energy and whatever. And also, your lymph system is like needs that pumping and moving and having ecstatic movement. So after we came out of that meditation, sometimes it's good to like give yourself a little bit of movement to like reaffirm yourself back into the space, or at least drink some water because it's a pretty expanded state for sure to be in. And if anybody else has anything, go ahead and then I'll continue on for sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Vincent. That was beautiful. I appreciate being brought back into my body every once in a while and expanding out from there. Um, yeah, I feel like the vessels and the heart are so connected, and that's like the yin aspect. And then the brain and the spinal cord, the brain stem, the spinal cord, and all the nerves are like the yang aspect, and they kind of intertwine throughout the body. So it's that beautiful kind of dance together.
Definitely a dance, that's for sure. Just think of how much fun our blood's having, I guess. And like I think with the lymph system in there also, like that's like the silent observer to everything because like it helps to like communicate to the rest of your lymph system that like you need to get remove toxins here, and like it's probably corroborated with your liver somehow. So um, I feel like there's a lot going on in that whole system as a whole. It's like the lymph system, like I was saying, is the observer, or like the kid who gets to play within the mother and the father of our body, which is like the yin and the yang for sure. So and like my guides have definitely been like bringing in joy or happiness to your organs when you're embodying. Um, there's a great benefit to your body when you do that because it gives it the freedom to be whole within itself. It's, like each portion of our body it's created like when we're made originally within the womb. and it's pure at that point, like depending on like your DNA, obviously, and like the things that you called it within yourself to be within your lifetime. But like it is in when it first starts, it's like those first few cells when they're being made are like in purity, and they are in joy because they're making, and then they just continue to do that your entire life. They don't, like, your liver doesn't all of a sudden make heart cells. Like, it's having a good time being itself. So like give it a little bit of joy and let it be itself. Sometimes like we want to, like when we're in pain, sometimes it's hard to like give it joy, but like my guides would have been saying that like it's really important to do. So, um, anybody else want to chime in for a moment before I go into the rest of what I have to talk about?
Yeah, I'll share. Um, Thank you so much. Like that, I like that visual. I felt like I went to outer space and back because you brought us into body, but then also to the, galaxy. Um, and I've been studying foot zoning. Do you guys know about that? I'm almost certified in it, and I'm learning, and it is all the body systems, how it's all connected through the feet, and you do certain movements to help detox. But it's like been fascinating to see how we have the power to heal in our hands, on ourselves or others, by learning what parts of the feet connect to the liver, lungs, heart, everything, and lymph. It's so neat because there's our lymph drains and lymph whole system. So I've learned that with the circulatory, with the endocrine, with the, all the systems. It's been so, thank you for reminding me how powerful this is, to learn it, and then we become healers of ourselves and others with it. That's all our bodies. We can all heal ourselves. Like, just start listening to your body, and it'll tell you what to do, and tell you, we have such power within us. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that reminder that we do have so much power, and like, and that's why I wanted to bring us in with that grounding and embodiment technique, because like I feel like we are our own individual universes, like within ourselves, and like the more we know about like our bodily systems, I think the easier it is for us to fix ourselves in a way, because you can pinpoint what it is, what's wrong. I mean, before, I mean, got into spirituality, like really, I didn't, I was so out of my body. I didn't even know what any like organ was doing at all in my body. I was like, this is kind of almost ridiculous. Like, and so like, I, I feel like it's very important to embody, and like, why I kept going from the left to the right is because like your brain is controlling the left and the right through different portions. And when you uh, fixate and bring your consciousness to certain portions of your body with uh, it's good to balance it out to the other side, like to, because if you just do it on like as one, only one part of your brain will focus on that part, on both parts, in itself. So to separate your, like, your left knee and your right knee, it's important in the embodiment practice to do that. um, and I've been doing this embodiment practice for a really long time. I can do it within seconds, or I'll take an entire afternoon to do it, like I'll I'll just be like, okay, left foot. I'm gonna do this for 2 hours maybe, or just at least notice my left foot. What's it doing, And I've learned so much about like my bodily movement, my like, just by focusing my consciousness within it. And then if I'm really like, I want to get deep into meditation, I will like, I'll bring myself, embody myself, and feel each one of my parts of my body. But then I like try to feel my entire body all at once. And that I feel like that helps me to understand more of myself, because it's really hard to not just concentrate on your brain just being in your head, which it's not at all. Like it's just a focal point that we learn to, like as a kid, or even before we were like in the womb, that your brain's in your head. Like I'm sure we heard that before we were even born, so it's important to like bring your brain out and put your whole consciousness within your body. And that's part of this practice of like becoming into the community or collective consciousness library that we have, is that we're bringing in that information that we are, and to access the library of Earth itself, because each one of us is a library key to Earth. And um, our like galactic brothers and sisters, our the ascended masters, other beings who are not embodied, want to be able to use us to connect to the library of Earth, to like, because we're able to, as this librarian, we are like a card catalog, as we carry the information, but we can give them like the microfiche that they can go and look up the information. And when they're looking up the information, it is that they are watching an embodiment of the action that they are looking to see and learn about. And so that's what we're how we are connected to the community library of Earth, basically. Um, but there's a few things that are holding us back from being that. And I'm going to say this list of they're like negative ego traits. It's not that I think everybody has these. A lot of us here on this call have cleansed these from ourselves. And that's why we're here. And that's why we're gathered together to be with each other, is because we've done the work and we've gotten rid of a lot of these things. But this I feel is going to be going out to other people who may just want to listen to this one embodiment of sorts. So I'm just giving it as a general understanding. Or if you feel like it, what I do sometimes is like I watch and observe the world and see where these negative ego traits are and how somebody else is using them. And that's another thing, as like the library card or the librarian of Gaia that we are, is that we need to be able to observe it and catalog it. And that's what we're doing. A lot of us are record keepers who are here for sure. And we're observers, and we're the first of the observers who are coming into this new age. And so it's very important that we make sure that we don't have these negative ego traits, because when we don't, we're more pure into what source wants. And that's like, like I keep saying, is the nutrition, the healing, the like protection, like the every need, like that's what we are. And that's the things that we need to like look into, not that are, I guess what I should say is that we need to embody so that others can know how to not have the negative ego traits, I guess, is like when you're out in the world, is this helping somebody? Is this helping myself? How is this helping my community? Is this helping my world? Like, they're just few little things that are like, if it's not, then hey, we got to get rid of it somehow. And so I'm just going to go through this list of negative ego traits that I've come across over my time and the last, like, since 2012 of like working through myself to get rid of, to be into the place that I am at myself. So one of the I'll just go through the list. It starts criticism, sarcasm, judgmentalism, rejection, denigration, enmity, intolerance, hatred, jealousy, aggression, violent impulses, thieving, falsehoods, and devious dealings. Each one of these carries a certain vibrational consciousness within itself. They've been they've happened and they are within the earth sphere itself, and they're in the lower fourth dimensional collective consciousness around the earth. And as we ascend higher, we need to clear these things from the field. I mean, it they all seem like we're seeing so much of it all around us all the time, and it's like, well, how do we get rid of it? I couldn't tell you. It's just that we have to get rid of it within ourselves. And so just witnessing them and taking them in, and like, if you see these things happening, sometimes there's something that maybe you need to um, reflect on in yourself so that you can let go of something that happened that because of it. And I've like, I mean, I keep on thinking I'm doing really well, and then all of a sudden something will pop up, and I'll be like, wow. I just need to reflect upon it, and and I think that's the best thing that we can do, because as we are here on the physical plane, we are a communication device for source to communicate with source. And so when we're able to, like, even if we're just having a conversation within ourselves, within our dialogue that happens within our minds, that we cleanse those thoughts or actions out of our field, it gives space for more light to come in. And I know I gave a list of negative traits, but I think it's up to each one of us to come up with the positive traits to fill the void, because there's so much negative things that have happened within our like lifetime since, like, I think since the beginning of the fall of Atlantis, this has been filling our fourth density collective consciousness that surrounds Earth. And it all like comes down to having an opposer, like, like the what most religions call the Satan, or the opposer, is they feel that about the other religion or another person is, we've brought that within ourselves for so many lifetimes that it's almost impossible to see that we're creating opposition for ourselves by giving that a consciousness. So each time we've named something like Satan or Satan or the opposer, or however, whatever religion wants to call it, um, we have created a consciousness form. And this consciousness form doesn't have a body per se, but it is still virulent within the the earth plane itself. And so as we individually release these things and give no power to them, like, we actually take and give them light, and not like be in our neutral state, and don't give it power. You can't, I mean, and there's also things that are too in the light that, like somebody says you have to follow me to be in within this group, or I can talk to God, or like we need to let go of all of these programs, because they don't bring us to source. Source is already here within us, like, so we just need to accept that within ourselves and be in the neutral space of acting. So that's enough of that. Like, I think if anybody wants to um, revisit that, like, we'll have the replay and you can like see, or we'll put the list in the comments so that you can like revisit what that list of negative ego traits are. I'll just read it one more time before we go. It's criticism, sarcasm, judgmentalism, rejection, denigration, enmity, intolerance, hatred, jealousy, aggression, violent impulses, thieving, falsehoods, and devious dealings. So let's take a moment and have our guides and angels who are with us. Let's release this right now and just give a big sigh of like, these are no longer within my field. I decree this. I am free. I am free. I am free. Thank you. And so this is just going to bring us into the practice. So like of accessing the library, the Earth library itself, and becoming the librarian of Earth as we're meant to be through our DNA. This is the heritage that we're living at right now, is that we are opening up from a 9,000 over probably 12,000 year like hiatus of not really having this connection to the library. That's when the veil was put up and the library was closed down to explore those negative traits. And we did a good job. Hey, wow, a lot of lifetimes have happened. So um, some good and some bad, and just whatever. It doesn't matter. So like the this practice that I've been kind of brought into to access myself as the librarian key code to the library, I guess. It just involves we want to have some water that you're able to drink around you, like, and before you go into your meditation to like bring yourself into this key codes situation to find information or help your guides and teachers or the like star beings who are going to come and start accessing you. You're going to like just at least need to have some water to drink and to focus energy on. You may want a plant that you can be outside. Obviously, is the best place. Out in the middle of nature is probably one of the best places to do that, on a rock or sitting anywhere in nature. But if you don't, like, have a plant, a potted plant that you take care of, that is in fairly good natural soil. Maybe want to have several different crystals, or if you don't have crystals, have some special rocks that you've found. I know a lot of us like to carry rocks. I've been collecting rocks since I was a kid, so um, those those three things are like the bare minimums for this, but you can also have some supplemental items that could help benefit. Sometimes having a musical instrument like drums, singing bowls, flutes, whatever instrument that like you have and you can play or whatever, is a very good way to access the information that it's going to come in. And another thing is you can have some paper and something to color with. I know a lot of us, like Christina, is able to bring the power of coloring into the situation, which is very important. A lot of us have codes that can be written out and are some very powerful coders for sure that can do that. Like, I definitely enjoy that. Like, especially like Joanne's codes are super powerful. Like, if you guys have a chance to see those are great. So, um, And so what the practice involves is like you bring yourself into embodiment, and however that is, that I just gave one technique at the start of this to bring us into an embodiment. And so after you've brought yourself in and you've brought the like hopefully the whole universe with you back into your heart space, and you're ready to at least make sure you're clean, clear, and harmonized. Focus some energy on your water and bring it love, bring it in the field of love. I want to reiterate that we're not giving love, we are becoming in the field of love, because love is all around us. You can't like you are love, so I mean you are giving in, but just being in the field of love and being and allowing other things to be in the field of love is what you're actually doing when you say you love somebody. So um, give your water some love, and then bring in your plant into your field. See it for who it is, because it's carrying a key code within itself as the connection to all plants on this planet. Just as the water is giving you the key codes to the all the water on the planet, and recognize it for that. And then connect to your crystals and your rocks, recognizing them for being the mineral kingdom, the conduit of the key code to the mineral kingdom that is around you. And if you really want to get super in depth, you can add fire to that by having a candle or a fire pit or something that brings in the element of fire within this. And you're going to want to like breathe with each item in like trying to create a vortex of energy between each one of you as a consciousness form itself, and breathing in and connecting through it through your DNA and your pineal gland. So you use a lot of focus, but recognize that I did during that meditation, I recognize that my pineal gland is taking in information from every part of your body. It is not just focused in your head. It is taking in all of the information. And as you're blending your energy with the things that are around you, feel into it. See the water itself. And as you look at the water, taste it without tasting it. Feel its temperature without touching it. And you're going to do this with each individual item there that you have in your surrounding, and bringing in that, like, so if you're near a pine tree, taste it. Like, don't physically taste it, but like I know each one of us knows what it feels like to taste a pine tree, or whatever tree that you've ever felt the taste of in your mouth. Hear it. Hear the essence of it. When a plant is sitting there, if you've got wind or something blowing by it, like hear it making a vibration. Hear the water dripping into itself. Feel the crystal forming and being. One of the things that I find when I'm connecting to crystals is that I get their entire lifetime. I feel them from their liquid state forming in under pressure, compressing, becoming full and pure within itself. And then I feel it like after it's exposed, it starts to wear away mineral by mineral. Feel this in itself. Taste it as it's doing the flowing of building and uh, leaving, becoming the dirt that surrounds you. Use all of your senses that you can to connect to each one of these items, And as you feel deeper and deeper within it, like this vortex that you'll start to create between you and your water, the mineral, and the plant will start to bring you information within itself that can be given to others. And so, like, I end up like I've been communicating with the Arcturians and the Palladians fairly regularly, and I've been using this technique to help them access the library because this vortex of energy starts to bring in like again, yeah, it brings in energy itself, and that energy is communication. And so when that energy is flowing and moving through it, it starts to bring in the information, and you don't per se have to do anything to activate that. It just starts to happen, and just make sure like you don't want to do this if you've had a bad day. You want to be clear and clean within your thoughts, um, as happy and joyful as you possibly can. It usually creates a sense of joy when you're doing it, but especially if you're connecting properly to each thing that you're there. Like, and then like if you feel called, you can add your music and or bring in drawing, and those two things can help bring in more energy and increase the vortex. And if you're like doing this in the forest or hiking, creating movement helps to create the proper vortexes also. So if you've been sitting stagnant, sometimes you can move in a circle afterwards. Like the movement of your body through the world itself creates a vortex. Off your left side, there's one that spins counterclockwise, and then off your right side, there's one that spins clockwise. So bring like bring that with you as you move throughout your day. You can bring this energy and hold it within you, and like you become the living, flowing library and of Earth itself, the key code holder, and it brings energy into you and it gives energy off. So this is just part of the practice of bringing yourself into the key code library aspect of who you are here and who you're meant to be, kind of on this planet, for sure. So that's all I have about that. Like, um, it's definitely a fun practice, especially if you like do it a few times to really get used to it. And then, like, when you have some time, really delve into it and feel yourself being connected to your star brothers and sisters, because they definitely want to get the information that's been gathered for the last 12,000 years on Earth that they haven't been able to access because we haven't been the librarians. We've been destroying shit and having a good time. So who knows? So uh, many blessings to each one of you, and enjoy. Thank you.
Yo, thank you, Vincent. Appreciate you, brother, so much, man. Dude, there's so many keys and codes there. Um, I just want to hit the highlights here. You talked about creating, it creates a sense of joy. So basically, the technique that he had described to us and shared with us in community is accessing ourselves as the librarian key code, becoming a loving, flowing library of Earth as a key code holder slash library aspect. And I think I would love to hear Lenny had recently actually literally said that word for word as like our librarian aspect, and then something about the Dewey Decimal System as a child just captivated me. Maybe because like I'm not neurotypical, so, like, I love organization, and something about all of this vast stores of information, like gaining access to that, like through our, like accessing that through ourselves, which is very, very unique and interesting. What you got there?
Can you hear me on this thing? Testing 1, 2.
Yeah, we're in the upside down frequency.
I mean, you know how it goes. Yeah, thank you for those beautiful codes and shares and the wisdom that's coming through. I can feel the gravity of it. And thank you for bringing up the librarian aspects. And it's almost like we're bringing that deeper wisdom out of the shadows, which is the song that my car is serenading us to right now in real time. But there's something to be said about like allowing the shadow to come up and just be what it is in neutrality, because we have a long history of like kind of trying to control that thing, because we're like, oh, it's like I can sort of see you, but it's not safe to like see all of you, so I'm gonna put you over here, or I'm gonna turn, away, or whatever. It's like there's an invitation and a readiness to see all of that, all of those deeper levels of ourselves with the, I just heard gravitational wisdom that we do carry, because, maybe once upon a time you were a planet and you forgot a lot of stuff because you had to compress it all down and compact it in certain unique ways in order to even be a human in this life. And so there's just an invitation to be creative, to allow the creativity that's within you to flow through you in such a way that allows it to blossom and allows it the space, because those aspects are really just levels and layers of the grand design that's like kind of checking our readiness, checking for consent, checking for our belief system, and where are we frequency wise, and are we going to be in a place of fear? We use the word victim sometimes to describe other things, but it's like sometimes we victimize ourselves to the stories that we create about the thing that's sitting in front of us, when really all it's asking for is neutrality. Because the minute that you sit with it in a neutral state, you can really look at it for what it is and allow it the space to just unfurl its wings, I just heard, because maybe it really is a beautiful thing under that tarry, gunky, mucky mess that it picked up along the way. But maybe underneath all of that, it's just another aspect of you that just doesn't want to be rejected anymore. So that's kind of what I'm hearing as tapping into this frequency. And I just want to thank every single one of you that are here holding the container for it, and a little bit of lightweight language coming through to sort of integrate that. Reminding us to be slow, slow, slow. And sometimes it's not about letting it go. We think, in terms of releasing our shadow, and a lot of times, like I mentioned, it's about witnessing and just allowing. And so allowing the neutral space to neutralize whatever is kind of interfering with its true and organic frequency. And allowing the frequencies of the flower templates to hold us in this blossoming as well, because they're very resonant and have the ability to help us transmute and help us witness and see. They can also hold us in this process with delicacy and I heard precision and accuracy, but not like in a mental way. It's more like just in the allowing. Allows us the precision to like reach those deeper places of us that want to be witnessed and held. And just held space for deepening into our silence, our sacred silence, the sacred silence of our sacred heart. I just heard with love and gratitude. I'm complete for now. Thank you for witnessing yourself in me as I witness myself in you.
So good to see you, Lenny. I just want to just thank Vincent so much for that beautiful share and for really your vulnerability and naming all of those different aspects. And I just wanted to give perspective. A lot of it comes from the work that I've done with Edward Mannix and the compassion key, but so much of all of those traits come from the illusion that we are separate. If there's envy, it's because someone has something that we don't, because they are not us and we are not them. But really, when we remember that we're all one, it's like, oh, my brother, my sister has this thing. I have that thing also. And when we look at all those aspects that are not so attractive, the shadow side, for me, I feel like a lot of it's really just about having self-compassion and integrating those wounded aspects so that they can be reintegrated into the whole and become wiser for the experience. It's like I don't necessarily. I know we want to kind of let go of acting in certain ways, but there's an integration process of acceptance, I feel, that is an important key, feeling the shame, but allowing it and having self-compassion and having self-forgiveness and bringing back those wounded aspects kind of back into the heart. And that's, I think, really where wisdom comes from. And I really want to appreciate the talk about the elements and integrating them and being the library. It's really reminiscent of when I was first having my awakening, which was 1995, and reading Barbara Marciniak's Bringers of the Dawn. And she was talking about the world as the living library and really connecting to each different plant and animal and species, and they all have these different genetic sequences, these different Fibonacci codes. And I have walked my life the last 30 some odd years looking at each plant and talking to each rock and animal like that, like a key code to be unlocked. And it's just really heartwarming to hear it coming into a group setting. It's been a long, lonely road. So thank you for that. I am complete. Actually, there's a little bit of light language I think that might want to come through, which Marakushnanaktorokoi nai. This is the tree spirits. Birianakuwishnanaktoyai. Barakndorokoi. Aea. Turukui nanak turukui. Feeling the wind the wind element coming through the trees. Ushnonokturu ai kukui nai. Piriandanatoi. Bringing their gratitude for our witnessing right now. Thank you all. I am complete.
Thank you, Tatiana. That was great. It just reminds me that like our emotions are so valid. They make up our world that we're experiencing in, and that the emotions that we have are there to help us experience the world in full, you know? So just to be able to express our emotions sometimes that we haven't been able to do in group settings like this is like, I think it's very important for us because it brings a sense of validation to who we are. And, you know, like our emotions are very tied to who we are in this physical plane. And we've been repressing them so long that we don't even know how to communicate with each other, you know, like if God can't communicate with each other itself, then how is it even getting anything done, you know? It's like it's so like, yeah, moving forward and seeing the stagnation of like it's like every time I see something that happens like from whatever, and I'm just like, gosh, I'm really tired of doing that one. Aren't you guys yet? Come on, let's go. So like just and being able to come into joy, I think is that emotion itself is like it holds so much to it that like I don't even know if we really fully know how to express it anymore. You know, it's like just bringing that to each individual within a group like this is like I think that's you know that's something that we all kind of need to focus on a little bit here and there. And I appreciate everybody's share that has come through and said what they're feeling for sure. I mean, that's so important to do. Like, I mean, it feels like just like little baby steps because I mean, we don't even know how to like what emotions we're having. We're just still like, what's going on? Like, what is all this information? And like, I think harmonizing that information within ourselves by having a little practice to bring within ourselves the key codes when we're by ourselves or even in a group. I think this meditation and doing this practice within a group at some point, in like when we're together, is going to be super powerful and like it brings in so much life in itself, especially like when you connect to the plants and like we didn't really bring in the animal kingdom to that, but I'm getting a sense that like if there's animals that you have, bring them with you into this. I know my cats, my dogs, they love it when I'm like I get my like I do this meditation and I'll set up my gong and my sound bowls and like my dog just lays right in the middle of it and she just like the last time she didn't get up for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's like I'm like, oh man, you got the goods out of that one, didn't you? Sweet. So yeah, thanks for playing. Yeah, everybody. And I do have some light language I'd like to bring through too. I think to kind of seal this up. I think the wind dragons really wanted to come in and play when Tatiana said that. I was like, I was feeling the wind dragon just blowing on my neck. I was like, okay, we'll come through. Breathe within your heart. In love and gratitude we are.
Yeah, thank you to everybody for your shares. Really, really appreciate that so much. Did anybody else have anything they wanted to weave in? I know there's yeah, definitely some light language coming through. But would love to hear any other shares if you guys have something. Feel free to unmute.
I just want to say thank you to everyone for holding this space, this container. It's just like it's filling my soul so much. I can't even tell you. I'm new to soul family. I'm not new to the spiritual path, but I've never had this. So this is all new to me. I've met Glenn and now other wonderful people, and Lenny. I'm so happy to have met you. I I'm just full of gratitude of this is like so exciting for me. Like I'm a kid at Christmas of finding people who talk my language and or who like every time any of you spoke, lots of stuff would come into my like validating of my own experience, or oh yeah, that happened to me, or oh yeah, remember that. Like even just like simple things that now like are all starting to make sense. So you guys are like I'm just I don't even know how to express it. Like even just the emotions, because I um haven't ever had a safe place to express emotion before. I in family life or in in marriage, and it's always been suppressed or shut down or just stomped on, and so how freely you guys talk like this, like it's normal. And emotions are valid, and it's the beautiful, like it's such a gift to have emotion. It's such a gift. Like we're not the crazy ones. Like we're the ones that are tapping inside internal and like feeling, and then whatever that looks like to express it is isn't that what we fought for, to have human bodies on earth to experience that, or to experience emotion? But it's like we get so stomped on by us outward of how we should be or how we should express. And so it's just feeling like so like like this, like I don't know, like even like Vincent was saying, we don't even know how to communicate. But it's like a acceptance and an allow it to just be. And so thank you to everyone for that. One example I was thinking of was when was it Tatiana, when you were talking about maybe our shadow side and how we'll say it's unpleasant things that we beat ourselves up about, or other people in our lives. And one thing that I thought of was like a nugget that came to me. My whole marriage was trying to get my now ex-husband to love that side of me, so it would just be showing that of the worst whatever. And then I remember when I finally realized, and this was after splitting, it's not his job. That's not his job to love that side of me. That's my job. And I started just then being like, oh, I can love the good and the bad. I'm not going to put that on someone else to love the good and the bad in me. That's up to them and if whether or not they want to. But my whole like outlook changed of, oh, I'm pretty awesome. Good and bad me, whatever we want to label as bad, it's pretty awesome. And it's just been a whole now a self-love journey. And so thank you for bringing that up and reminding me of that insight. So I'm complete. Thank you, everyone.
I just wanted to speak into that family aspect for a moment. And so officially, Adrian, it's nice to meet you. And I'm hearing welcome home. Welcome back into your, your authenticity in community. And it is really a powerful witness. And so thank you for stepping forward with all of that energy and all of your true heart. And I resonate with everything that you said on a deep personal level. And the self-love journey is many facets and many layers. And it's been quite an adventure coming back home. But it feels so amazing to, be here with all of you and to be sharing all of our wisdom with each other and remembering, because it's like we're so grandiose that we couldn't possibly all hold it all. So that's part of the mystery and the unfolding, is like having these opportunities to come together and support one another in our journey, in our travels, in our play, and deepening into that choose your own adventure and feeling safe to do so has been so astronomically powerful on so many levels. I think I speak for all of us when I say that, obviously in different ways, because we are all on our own unique individuated path. But I just really want to honor your presence and your journey, and thank you for being here. And it is an honor and a pleasure to have you. And I just can't speak highly enough about everyone watching this and this group that's here live, as well as everybody that might be watching it later. We all contribute to the whole, because we are all different reflections of ourselves and one another in each other. And it's just a beautiful, incredible learning, witnessing all of that. And so thank you for participating. Thank you for playing. Thank you for co-creating this amazing, I don't know if game really does it justice. It's the adventure. It's the game board on the choose your own adventure path, the game of life, if you will. And one of these days, I think we should think about recreating some of these fun board games that we all grew up with and know and love, like in a higher frequency, because that sounds like a fun game too. So Ariaka Shikiriaka, Iyashaka Tone Asakiaka, Adi Asako Yoshoko Tori Asaka, Yashako Yoshosho Shoshiaka, Niyaka Sakiriaka Shakata. Thank you. I'm complete.
Yep, definitely breathing into that frequency of love and sharing. Like, it's so important. Like, I am grateful for each one of you and every person who joins, like here physically and even on the replays. Like, I I feel you, and like I I am glad you're here, you know? Like, it's like ah, this is just what we needed at this moment in time, for sure. Thank you for bringing in such good reminders of like the journey we're all on, and hearing it, like, and being able to voice it. I appreciate that so much. Like, it's not easy. Like, I felt so alone myself in my lifetime. Like, I had no idea that there was other people out there till we started connecting one on one, like, and then into group, and then into this now, which is like, it's just like the layers of the petals of a rose blooming. The smell is getting really good. I love a good smelling rose.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Adrian, welcome to the family. So nice to have met you in person. And by pure synchronicity, we got to know one another, and now we're hanging out with our spiritual community, spiritual family. Yeah, just deeply grateful for every single person here. Starting to bring and trying to call our session into integration and closing for today. Tatiana said, I heard a channel say that they received that it's not necessary that we all come to have one soulmate, but when we come to find and share our journey with our soul tribe. Christina, I play those games with my son now, and yes, love that idea. Yeah, echoing that, remaking those games. We've talked about remaking the Disney movies, even like fairy tales in like a much higher frequency. Can you imagine like reading books to children and they're just like filled with like all of these different pictures of just like extraterrestrial, Pleiadians, Lyrans, Sirian, Gray. Like, I mean, how awesome would that be, right? Parents don't die in the first minute, in the first 5 minutes of the movie. That's funny. Yeah. Yes, just closing, getting ready to integrate and close our session today. Feel free to speak, sing, hum, buzz. Thanking all the guides, helpers, allies, guardians, animals, plants, all the different kingdoms, elements, air, earth, water, fire, ether. All of our soul aspects as well who are weaving with us today. The many different councils as well who are weaving with us too. Just taking a few moments here to bring back into your awareness, bring back into your center, bring back into your breath, your intentions for our session today. You can turn those intentions into a frequency, into a color, into threads of light, and breathe it in, reactivating it, remembering it. Integrating all of the many different things that were shared today. You can use your breath, a symbol, a sigil. And a couple of announcements. Next, on the 19th, so we'll have Stream of Consciousness tomorrow, normal time, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. On the 19th of this week, we'll have Egypt Call Part 2. I'm going to finish up the replay for Egypt Call Part 1, and I'll push that out tonight, so you'll be able to watch that. But Part 2, supporting Janvier's trip, will be on the 19th, this Thursday, and then the 23rd and 24th next week, we'll be gridding and weaving with our brother Vincent for his trip coming to Switzerland. And then I think we're tentatively scheduling, Vincent's going to try and call in. Hopefully on the call, we'll figure it out for the 31st for CERN-specific gridding. So please keep an eye on the Telegram. I'm not really shooting people emails anymore just because of, nobody really reads emails, myself included. So feel free to unmute, and every single person here, so much love. Love you guys so much, not just in words, but in, embodiment.
Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, everyone.
Lenny said, can we all come off mute at the end? Yeah, please come off a mute and just speak, sing, hum, tone, buzz. If you feel aligned.
Gloria sea Cataria, Gloria
Itikia, shitikiata, sanaya sayakoya,
Yana takana toku utu.
Maroku nanatui karat.
Kisianata ka atuku.
Mariana kuishnanak toroya.
Kata.
Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Love you
See you tomorrow.
guys.
Yo.
Have a great week.
Bye.
Thank you so much, everyone.